Greetings, dear viewers. Welcome to the Sussex Ambassador channel. If you haven't done so already, do subscribe to our channel for more insights. Today, we delve into a curious conundrum that has been making the rounds in the realm of royal watchers, the paradox of the royalists. Now, this is a peculiar situation, a fascinating study in irony and contradiction that has left many scratching their heads. Once upon a time, these royalists were the ones who vociferously declared that Prince Harry was unwanted in Britain. They were the ones who made it abundantly clear that they didn't appreciate his divergence from the traditional royal path. They were the ones who were quick to criticize and eager to shun. Fast forward to the present day, and we find these same royalists, the ones who were so vocal about their disdain, now yearning for Prince Harry's return to the UK. It's a curious turnaround, isn't it? One might wonder what sparked this change of heart. Is it nostalgia? Is it a sense of loss? A realization of what they had only after it was gone? Or is it simply a case of wanting to have their cake and eat it too? This paradox, this contradiction in their stance, is more than just a flip-flop of opinion. It's a reflection of the complexities of human nature, the contradictions that lie within us all. It's a testament to the influence of public figures, the power they hold over the collective psyche, and the impact of their actions on our perceptions and beliefs. The royalist paradox is not just about Prince Harry. It's about us. It's about our propensity for judgment, our fickleness, and our struggle with change. It's about our tendency to resist, then romanticize, then regret. It's about our inability to appreciate what we have until it's gone, and our stubborn refusal to let go of what we've lost. And so, the royalists find themselves caught in a paradox of their own making, trapped between their past disdain and their present desire, between their words and their wishes. The royalists' paradox, indeed, is a fascinating study of human nature. Moving on to Prince Harry's new life chapter. Prince Harry's decision to step back from his royal duties was an unprecedented move, one that stirred the waters of tradition and sent ripples across the pond to America, his new home. This was not a decision taken lightly, but rather a carefully considered choice, driven by a desire for a life less burdened by the weight of royal expectations. Stepping away from the royal family, Prince Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, sought to carve out a new existence, one where they could live on their own terms, away from the relentless scrutiny of the British tabloid press. This decision has led to a newfound freedom for the couple. Since crossing the Atlantic, Prince Harry has embraced the opportunities that have come his way with gusto. From signing a multi-year deal with Netflix, to launch a series of documentaries, to securing influential speaking engagements, Prince Harry has been making his mark in the United States. His ventures have not only showcased his commitment to causes close to his heart, but also his ability to leverage his global influence for good. His new life chapter has also seen him take on a more hands-on role as a father. Away from the royal spotlight, Prince Harry has been able to give his children a more normal upbringing, something he himself was denied as a member of the royal family. This has been a welcome change for the prince, who has always been vocal about his desire to protect his family from the intense media scrutiny he endured growing up. It's clear that Prince Harry's move to the United States has opened up a world of opportunities for him. It has allowed him to step out of the shadow of his royal lineage and establish an identity that is uniquely his own. He's been able to build a life that aligns with his personal values and aspirations, far removed from the constraints of his former royal life. Clearly, Prince Harry has embraced his new life with open arms. Despite these clear signs, some royalists remain unyielding. They cling to a hope that is as futile as trying to catch the wind in their hands. They yearn for a return that is unlikely to happen, a return of Prince Harry to the United Kingdom. This unrelenting desire seems to fly in the face of reality, and yet it persists. It's a fascinating paradox, really. On one hand, they claim that Prince Harry is unwanted in Britain, a pariah, an outcast. On the other hand, they can't seem to let him go. They clamour for his return, like children who've lost their favourite toy. They hound him, track his every move and scrutinise his every decision. And for what? To satisfy their own sense of entitlement, to maintain a semblance of control over a man who has clearly chosen his own path. This brings us to the curious case of Suella Braverman, former UK Home Secretary. Braverman has even gone so far as to back the Heritage Foundation's call for Prince Harry's immigration records to be released to the American people. One has to wonder, what is the purpose of such a demand? Is it to stoke the fires of controversy? To keep the prince tethered to the UK in some form or another? It's a peculiar move, one that reeks of desperation and a refusal to accept change. But here's the thing. Prince Harry is not a pawn to be moved about on a chessboard. He is not a piece of property to be claimed or reclaimed. He is a man who has made a decision to step away from a life that was not serving him or his family. He has found his peace, his purpose, and his place in the world. The unrelenting royalists, however, seem to miss this point entirely. They are so focused on their own desires, their own narratives, that they fail to see the bigger picture. They fail to see Prince Harry for who he truly is, a man who has chosen freedom over tradition, authenticity over pretense, and love over duty. Such attempts, however, seem to ignore the prince's clear desire for a life away from the royal spotlight. Let's gaze into the crystal ball and consider Prince Harry's future. As we ponder the possibilities, it's clear that Prince Harry's path is not one of regression, but progression. His journey has taken him from the gilded halls of Buckingham Palace to the sun-drenched landscapes of California. And it's here, in the land of opportunity, that his future unfolds. Prince Harry, a man of integrity and resilience, has proven that he is not confined to the shadows of his royal heritage. He has embraced a new identity, one that is independent, self-determined, and far removed from the stringent protocols of his past. That is not to say he has forgotten his roots, but rather he has chosen to grow beyond them. In his new home, he is not just a prince, but a champion of social issues, a philanthropist, a producer, and a father. His partnership with Oprah Winfrey in creating the Me You Can't See series has illuminated the importance of mental health discussions. His work with Invictus Games continues to inspire and support wounded, injured, or sick servicemen and women. And let's not forget his venture into the corporate world as the Chief Impact Officer of Better Up, a mental health firm. There is no crystal ball needed to see that Harry's future is bright and filled with potential. His contributions to his adopted home are already significant and will only continue to grow. The narrative of his life has shifted from a royal tale to a story of personal growth and public service. So, to the royalists yearning for his return, let us remember that a prince is not defined by a crown or a palace, but by his actions. Prince Harry has found his purpose, his passion, and his place in the world. His return to the royal fold would not only be a step backward, but a denial of the man he has become. Prince Harry's future, it seems, lies firmly on American soil. As we wrap up our discussion, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey we've traversed together. We began by exploring the paradoxical behavior of the royalists, a group whose contradictory wishes seem to be rooted in a desire for drama rather than genuine concern. They've spent years criticizing and vilifying Prince Harry, and yet they now clamor for his return to the UK, a place they've previously insisted he was unwanted. The irony is not lost on us. From there, we ventured into Prince Harry's new chapter, his life in America, a life that he has chosen, a life that he is building on his own terms and conditions. The importance of respecting his decision, his autonomy, is a point that cannot be stressed enough. It's a choice he's made for his family and himself, a decision that should be celebrated, not criticized. We then delved into the unrelenting royalists, those who, despite Harry's clear intentions, continue to push for his return. Their actions are not just disrespectful, but also a blatant disregard for Harry's personal decisions. It's essential to remember that people's lives aren't chess games to be played at the whim of the public. As we look towards the future of Prince Harry, we saw the potential for growth, for change, and for a life lived on his own terms. His journey is a testament to the power of taking control of one's life, of not being afraid to step away from toxic environments, and of the courage it takes to forge one's path. In conclusion, it's not about Harry returning to the UK or pleasing the royalists. It's about Harry living his life as he wishes, and the importance of respecting that choice. The royalist demands for his return are not only unnecessary, but also disrespectful and invasive. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and share our videos. Until next time, this is Sussex Ambassador signing off.